Hi guys, welcome to season 2, episode 12 of the Girl Get Up podcast.
A safe space where no story is too broken, no question too heavy, and no dream too far gone. Here we talk about real things, underage and unwanted pregnancies, early marriages and toxic relationships, and the silent battles so many girls face. But this is also a place for hope, a place to rise, a place to heal, and a place to step into the life God has called you to live, boldly, confidently, and without apology. I am your host, Naomi Bamdele, and together we will break the silence and find the courage to get up again. Girl, you're seen, you're loved, and you're not alone. Let's get into today's episode.
Hey family, welcome back to the Girl Get Up podcast. I am so glad you are here and happy new month. This month we are talking about something I believe so many girls need to hear. The theme for June is visibility. Not social media visibility, not fame, not popularity. I'm talking about the visibility that comes from finally showing up as the person God created you to be. Because the truth is, many of us are hiding. We are hiding our gifts. We are hiding our voices. We are hiding our dreams. We are hiding our ideas. We are hiding ourselves. And today's episode is titled, You Cannot Be Seen While Hiding. Okay, so let's talk about the different ways we hide. When people hear the word hiding, they often think of someone physically disappearing. But that's not the kind of hiding I'm talking about. Some of us hide in plain sight. We post online but hide our real thoughts. We attend events but never speak. We have ideas but never share them. We have dreams but never pursue them. We want opportunities but never put ourselves out there. And the scary thing is that after a while, hiding starts to feel normal. Yes, it starts to feel normal. You become so comfortable playing small that you convince yourself it's who you are. You tell yourself, I'm just shy. I'm not ready yet. Maybe next year, I need more experience. I need more confidence. I need more money. I need more time. But what if the real issue isn't readiness? What if the real issue is fear? Let's be honest. Most of us aren't hiding because we have nothing to offer. We are hiding because we are afraid. Afraid of failure, afraid of rejection, afraid of being judged, afraid of being laughed at, afraid of making mistakes, afraid of what people will say. And sometimes we are afraid because we've been hurt before. Maybe you stepped out once and it didn't work. Maybe you trusted people and they disappointed you. Maybe you shared your dreams and someone mocked it. Maybe you tried before and failed. So now you decided it's safer to stay hidden. But here is what I want you to understand. Just because something hurts you doesn't mean it should define you. And just because something didn't work before doesn't mean it won't work now. Can I tell you something? Hiding feels safe. That's why so many people do it. When you're hidden, nobody can criticize you. Nobody can reject you. Nobody can laugh at you. Nobody can tell you no. But do you know what else happens? Nobody can help you. Nobody can discover your gifts. Nobody can hear your voice. Nobody can benefit from what you carry, and that's the cost of hiding. You protect yourself from rejection, but you also block yourself from opportunity. You avoid failure, but you also avoid growth. You avoid embarrassment, but you also avoid impact. The very thing you are praying for may require you to step out of hiding. One of the hardest truths I've had to learn is this. God can prepare you in private, but eventually it calls you into public obedience. There comes a time when you have to move. There comes a time when you have to speak. There comes a time when you have to try. There comes a time when you have to trust, not because you're fully ready, but because growth happens when you take a step. Think about it. If I had waited until I felt completely confident about starting Girl Get Up, it probably wouldn't exist today. If I had waited until I knew everything, I would still be waiting. If I had waited until I wasn't scared, I would never have started. The truth is, confidence didn't come first. Action came first and confidence followed. The world needs what you carry. There's something inside you that someone else needs. Your story, your voice, your gift, your wisdom, your experience, your perspective. The problem is that nobody can benefit from what you refuse to share. The world cannot experience what you carry if you keep hiding it. Imagine if every girl who had something valuable to offer decided to stay silent. Imagine if every girl with a dream decided she wasn't ready. Imagine if every girl with a calling decided to wait until she felt perfect. How many lives would never be touched? How many opportunities would never exist? How many stories would never be told? Don't let fear rob the world of what God placed inside of you. So if you're listening to this today and you've been hiding, I want you to know something. You don't need to have everything figured out. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know every step. You don't need everyone's approval. You simply need the courage to take the next step. One step, one action, one opportunity, one decision. Because visibility begins the moment you stop hiding. Before we end today's episode, I want you to sit with this question. If fear was removed from the equation, what would you finally allow yourself to do? I repeat, if fear was removed from the equation, what would you finally allow yourself to do? What would you start? What would you say? Where would you go? Who would you become? And if that's the life you truly want, what's stopping you from taking the first step today? Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this episode spoke to you, share it with another girl who needs the reminder that she was never meant to hide. And remember, you cannot be seen while hiding. Girl, get up. Rise to purpose. Thank you for spending this time with me on the Girl Get Up podcast. If today's conversation speaks to your heart, share this episode with a sister, a friend, or someone who needs to hear they are not alone. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss an episode. And remember, no matter where you've been or what you faced, you have the power to rise again. Until next Tuesday, keep going, keep growing, and girl, get up.